iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ iṣẹ́ okòwò ni ẹni kò ṣiṣẹ́ a máa jalè oko dídá láìsí ọgbọ́n àti òye kò ì pé o gbèsè ni ó dá.
Welcome back to the next episode. Let's quickly talk about the feeding. Yeah, feeding, as we know, in the natural habitat of rabbits fed on so many type of leaves in the forest. So also, as we domesticate them, we have varieties of leaf that we give to them. Here in our farm, we adapt a system called toxification. We toxify our rabbits on weekly basis, mostly on Monday, give them bitter leaf and saint leaf. This will help them to fight coccidiosis and some other bacteria and fungal disease. So we have not been treating them on medication or vaccine. So we adopt that system and it's working fine for us. So they fed on a lot of leaves, like the purple leaf, even is very good in deworming. They fed on saint leaf, bitter leaf, traders, the sunflower, and so many leaves. In fact, over 80 kind of leaves. And by the time the farm is, enlarging, you're having like over 20 rabbits, then it might not be convenient, or let me say during the dry season that you have less or to reach out to leaves. So we need to improvise by giving them compounded feed. Rabbit has a pelletized feed. It's being sold in the market. Then you can give them concentrate like poultry feed too, if you well manage it, like giving them grower or finishers at some point. But their ages depends on the ration you give, or there will be or you go for a compounded feed. You can compound feed just like the poultry feed. You have your feed formula and you add to them. So in Epkemade farm, we give them leaves, let's say at night, then in the morning we give them compounded feeds, or vice versa. So that is how we manage them. And rabbits love water so much, so you must ensure you have adequate water, clean water in their pen always. So that is that about feeding. If we are starting on a low capital intensive, it's much advisable to base on your leave, so that the cost will be reduced and will be minimal. And when the farm is still small, maybe you're having less than 10 rabbits, but by the time you have up to 20, 50, hundreds, then you need to introduce compounded feed, because it will haste the system and also it aids their growth, kinds of growth enhancement. Feeding, giving them concentrate, fast track their growth as well, and it encourages their weight, the size and the weight. So like leaf give them a steady growth like normal growth, while giving them concentrate can help to build up, because it depends on what you are rearing for. Some are rearing for commercial purpose, for meat purpose, while some are breeder. So if you are to go into the meat purpose, then you need concentrate to aid them. Within 4, 5, 6 months, you should have gotten up to 3, 4 kg, so that they will be marketable. Let's move on into a new episode, as we are teaching and training about rabbits. Now let's talk about the housing. Yeah, we have varieties. The ones that are very affordable, expensive ones, locally made cages, and so on. In Epkemade farm, we still have manual cage. Let me call it manual cage, because we still have some automatic cage that has a built-in of the feeders and fittings of the water system. But here we locally made our own cage. Like this very cage, I call this cage first class cage. Here is the normal poultry net. We have the normal poultry net, and the sizes here is about 22 by 20 centimeter by 15 centimeter height, and this can house 2 to 3 growers, and it has a family. The mother and the kittens can occupy this. Thereafter, we separate the mother. We call it first class here because we normally take attention of them because they are moving from the maternity ward down to this place, so we take care of them in terms of their feeding. So this particular cage can be parted or partitioned into 4. Let's say 15 by 15 by 15. It can house 2. I'm saying the dimension in centimeter, while the one that can house the mother is about 22 by 20 centimeter, then 15 centimeter height. This is about this very particular cage. Let's go round to another setup. In this very particular cage too, I call this one the maternity ward. This is the cage where those normally kindle. This is where they give birth. So the birthing process is called kindle in rabbit. So the kindle here, we have the kindle box. So this is where they will give birth. When it's about 3 days to deliver, we put the box there. So this one gave birth 2nd of August, and today is 7th, so it's about 5 days old now. And these also, they are just 15 days now, 2 weeks and a day. So whenever they're about to deliver, and when they're about to, let's say 3 or 4 weeks, we transfer them out and we bring in another pregnant doe. So this is another cage. Oh, let me tell you the dimension. This is about 18 by 32 inch with 18 centimeter height. So it can comfortably contain the mother. So it must be spacious, and as you can see, we block the inner part because of ventilation. We don't want high rate of ventilation. Actually, rabbits love through flow ventilation, but because of the bonies, so they must be kept warm, and that is why you see that newly born, you still have the fuel on the rabbit. So here is another type. We constructed it by ourselves. That is why it's capitally intensive. So you can construct your cage at your own convenience. And this is where we kept our male does. So we have them in 15 by 20 centimeter and 18 centimeter height. So this also can contain 1 or 2 growers. So the other ones that we have over there is a general housing cage. It contains up to 20. So that is how we can go about the housing. So we still have some automatic cage that is not available here.
Olúṣọlá ọmọ ajé, èmi bájé rìn, mo bájé ta, mo bá wọn àgbẹ̀rìn, mo ta láìkùtà.